Hello, friends, and welcome to your FriYay Pick a Card with me, Intuitive Rene. I say you'll pick a card, but today there will be no cards involved. Today, what we are doing is we are doing a pick a charm. So I'm trying to get decorative with my Christmas theme here in trying to make it look all pretty and festive, seeing as we are approaching the end of the year. So friends, as you can see, I have created a casting sheet which we're going to be working with today, and I have got 3 charms on the table here. All you have to do is pick a charm, and this is going to be our reading for today. So today is the 18th of December 2020, and it is my last FriYay Pick a Card for the year. I am taking a bit of a break. I will be doing your taroscopes each week. I'm not going to let you off the hook. I'm going to do your taroscopes every Monday as usual, but the FriYay Picker cards are going to be taking a rest until the new year. So I shall be back the first week in January with your FriYay readings. But in the meantime, this is going to be our last one. And because it's our last one, I thought we had to get real and we had to look to see what can we expect in 2021. So what I've done on my casting sheet here, you can see I have some circles with words inside them. I'm basically going to use my charms. I'm going to scatter as many charms as I can and to see where they land, and we're going to then interpret the charms in their locations to give you a really good reading. So all you have to do is you've got to choose from one of the 3 charms that I have on display here as to which reading is going to have the message that you need to hear today. All right, so we have first charm. So bundle 1, reading 1, charm 1 is the prayer wheel. Charm 2, bundle 2, reading 2 is the chakra bead, and I call it my chakra bead because it does have all the colors of the chakras around it. Oh, and I just noticed I'm losing that one, keeps wanting to roll away. And charm 3, group 3, bundle 3 is going to be the evil eye. So are you going to go for the Tibetan prayer wheel? Are you going to go for the chakra charm, or are you going to go for the evil eye? Do a meditation if you need to, go quiet if you need to, pause the video if you need to, and really focus on the charms. Let me just bring the evil eye a bit closer. Oopsie, it might help if I aim it at the camera so that you can see it. It is just a round charm with the evil eye on it. And that is going to be for bundle 3, that's for bundle 2, and that's going to be for bundle 1. So as soon as you know which bundle you're going for, you can look in the description box below for the timestamps to take you straight through to your reading. And friends, at this point, I want to just give an absolute shout out and an absolute thank you for every single one of you for your absolute unconditional love that you have given me and my YouTube channel this year. I so value and so appreciate every single one of you. So value and so appreciate all the love and support that you've given me during 2020. It's been a crazy year, but together we've made it. Together we have made it through to the end. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I so look forward to 2021. Couple of changes in the pipeline, couple of exciting additions and changes. So please do come back and look out for that. As I said, I will do taroscopes for Monday coming and the following Monday. And then the week after that, the week of the 4th of Jan, I'll be back to normal, whatever normal is. But FriYays will be back in January. So let's get straight into your final one, what to expect in 2021. We'll see you at your bundle. Hello and welcome to those of you who chose the Tibetan prayer wheel as the charm that has the reading, the message, and the what to expect in 2021 reading for you. So I'm going to move the charm out of the way just so that it doesn't interfere, but I am just going to see if I can leave it over there. And yeah, if you didn't watch the intro, this is my final pick a card or pick a something for 2021. I will be doing taroscopes each week, but I'm going to be doing your pick a card for the next 2 weeks after today. I have laid out a bit of a casting sheet that I want to work with, and we're going to be doing charms. And everybody loves the charms. So this is my charm collection. There is a little bit of all sorts in here. I'm going to scatter as many charms as I can. I'm obviously not going to tip out the whole bowl, but I'm going to do as many charms as I can, and we're going to see where they land on my casting sheet, and we're going to do a reading for you as to what you can expect in 2021. So forgive the noise while I shuffle. If you want to just mute the audio for now, while I give it a shuffle, and as soon as I have cast them, you may put your audio back on because it does get quite noisy. Right, here we go. Okay, right, we have got charms landing everywhere. So the first thing I like to do is I like to just look and to see where we have. So those of you who chose bundle one, who chose reading one, who chose the Tibetan prayer wheel, this is for you. So there's a couple of things that I want, to just move around a little bit, that I can see them and I don't block off the writing. That one I'm going to leave there. You're staying there. You can just turn a little bit there for me like that. You can go there, move the snowflake, X, turn around, you are over there, home, we've got the crown, I want to just shift it around, social, we have got the tower, excuse me while I do this, we have got a sword, it can stay there, elephant over there, and love can come into the heart center, and the toothbrush. Right, I forgot about these ones. What do we have there? We have the seahorse and we have the scales. Oh, this is very interesting. Can I just say, right, I have rearranged all of them, and I know it's going to be quite difficult to see them all on screen, so I am going to do my best to speak about all of them as best as I can. All right, so we're going to start in the love circle, all right, because the love circle is actually quite important, and we all want love. We do have the double love that have come through. So we have a love charm within the love. We have the toothbrush, which is telling us that we need to do some cleaning. So remember, this is what to expect in 2021. So for all of you, there's definitely love on the horizon. It's definitely long-term love, because we've got the elephant there. We've also got the little tree of life, my little symbol for the tree of life, which is telling you that it's a long-term relationship. It's something that's going to be, if it hasn't already started, if it starts next year, it's definitely going to be going on for a long time. It's a long-term relationship that's going to be going on for you, but it is something that needs some cleaning up. Okay. Definitely something that needs some cleaning up. There is also a sword that's come through here between the love and the home, which means it may cause a little bit of conflict in the home environment, this particular relationship. But you know what? Be strong, stand tall, be strong like the elephant, be as resilient as the elephant. Don't back down for anything, or don't back down for anyone. This relationship is certainly going to be an interesting one for you. Just with regards to the home front, okay? Oh, I didn't notice that was upside down. We have the we have the axe, we have the crown, and we have the sword. So I do believe that home is your sanctuary, home is your happy place, but there are some things that need to be cut out. There are some changes that need to be made at home. So what to expect in 2021? Well, there's definitely long-term commitment, long-term love, romance, happiness, and joy, but it is going to cause a bit of conflict in the home that is going to need some cutting out. And if you can cut it out, you will certainly be everything that you need it to be. On a social level, I can see the social is more business related kind of social, and with your religion or your faith or your belief, and with your craft. It's very interesting how the charms have come through. So this is a sewing machine, a feather, and the Eiffel Tower. We also have the crown there, which is confirming that your social happens at home. There is some social that happens at home, but it's mostly at your place of worship, your craft, and at work. So that is your social circle for 2021. There's very little happening in the circle of self, which means that 2021 is going to be mainly focused on love, family, home, and social and career. You can see the money box is also quite empty, and so is the self. But we do have the stalk down here at the bottom, and the stalk sort of sits between the self and the obstacles, which is, again, it's saying to you that we need to start paying a bit more attention to self. So just be aware of your energy fields. Just be aware of what you're going through in 2021. And if you can, do try and pay a bit of attention to yourself during 2021, because there's certainly change coming with regards to you. This may actually be, I know the stork is carrying a baby and everyone's going to be thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to get pregnant? But it might be a change to the physical being. So yes, pregnancy is a change to the physical being, but so is losing weight, so is picking up weight, so is any kind of change to the physical self. And I honestly am going to put that down to change to the physical self. The fact that it's bordering on obstacles means it might not necessarily be a good thing. So whether it's weight gain, weight loss, anything like that, it might just be something to pay attention to, something to actually take care of for yourself. Going back to this family, excuse me. Sorry about that. Going back to our family circle, let's just have a look. We have got the seahorse and we have got the scales. All right, the scales of justice that have come through there. The seahorse, first of all, it's the only animal where the male is the one who is pregnant and gives birth and not the female. And the fact that that has come through in the family circle, I think it's saying to you that we need to recognize the significance of the male within the dynamics. The fact that we have got the scales of justice there as well is also saying to you with regards to the family dynamic. Remember, I was saying the love relationship here, it could cause, because we've got the brush that needs cleaning, and because we've got the sword that's come through there with regards to the home, and obviously family is connected to the home as well. So there may be one or two issues, and I'm using that word very loosely. You may have one or two issues regarding the dominant males in the household during 2021. Whether you were the dominant male or not, just be mindful of that and just recognize that whatever happens, whatever it is that happens within the household, within the family unit with this dominant male, just recognize that it's supposed to be that way. Okay, whatever it is that happens, we are saying it's supposed to be that way. We're saying that we need to recognize that even though it's different and even though it's a little bit against the norm and against what we used to, we need to understand that that is just how it is. The rules, the law is, we can't question, we can't challenge, we can't go, it is what it is basically what that's saying. But recognize I'm going to call it the trouble and the conflict that you may have in the love department that may affect this dominant male in your household, and just recognize that it is what it is. We've also got this axe over here, and the axe is bordering on home, it's bordering on self, and it's bordering on family. So we may have a situation in 2021 where we may have to distance ourselves from a relationship point of view, from our home, our family, and even from ourselves. So we may have to separate family and self for a period of time during 2021, but understand that that is all necessary. Understand that that is just the way it is, and we need to just accept that. From a career point of view for you, let's just go there for a second. Let's have a look at career. All right, so we have got this cross over there, and to me the cross is the symbol of just understanding faith, understanding belief systems, understanding that, structures and rules are there and we have to accept them. We can't always change them. It's like blind faith, okay? We also have the mixing bowl, which tells you that you need to get your ingredients right. You need to know what you're putting into your career. You've also got health symbol here, the infinity symbol, and we've got a heart locket with key, which is bordering the infinity symbol, and the heart is bordering money and career. So if I look at these three, and I'm going to place them on top like that so we can see them quite clearly. Basically, oopsie, then I go and mix them and throw them all over the place. Hold a second. So basically what they're saying to you with your career is going to be one where you are going to be of service to other people during 2021. You're still trying to work out your recipe. You're still trying to work out your mix, your ingredient mix, what you're going to add in and what you're going to take out. But you do need to keep it simple, and you do need to have blind faith. The heart and the key, the heart locket and the key between career and money says it's going to help you have that understanding. It's going to help you have that love between the two. So the money is going to come from the career, and it's going to be a good mix. We also have this infinity symbol here, which is also bordering on the money and the career. So I'm actually going to stick it in there together. Okay, and the infinity symbol is saying to you that whatever's happening with regards to finances and career, it's a long-term thing. We've got long-term here in the relationship department, and we're going to have long-term there with the money as well. So that's very, very positive. And then over here by obstacles, we have a snowflake. Snowflakes, as you may know, are individual. No two snowflakes are ever the same. They are absolutely minusculely tiny. But if you look at them under a microscope, you see their beauty and their detail. So the obstacles that you may be facing in 2021 are going to be little, are going to be small, and are going to be incredibly unique. Nobody else is ever going to have experienced them. Nobody's ever going to have any kind of advice for you with regards to these obstacles, but you've got to recognize, and each one is going to be unique to you, different to you. You're not going to have the same kind of problems as you've had before, and you're certainly not going to have the same kind of problems as everybody else. Doesn't matter what's going on globally, it doesn't matter what's going on in the world. Your problems, your challenges, and your obstacles are going to be unique to you. And it's interesting because, again, when we look at the love, the family, and the home, when we look at that triangle and we look at, that's where the bulk of the charms have landed for you. That's where bulk of the situation is. Your focus on 2021, what you need to be mindful of, what you need to be aware of, what you need to be focusing on in 2021 is relationships, and allowing the relationships to develop into what they need to, regardless of how it impacts on the family dynamic. And when we talk family here, I'm talking big family, okay? I'm talking, extended family, not just your household. I'm extending it. It's a bigger family. Your home is your household. Your home is the people that you live with. Your family is the extended family. And within the home, we want to keep the peace. We want to keep the happiness, but we do have a little bit of trouble brewing, and we do need to cut out some drama. We do need to cut out some issues. And it's got to do with this relationship. It's got to do with this relationship. And here under the social banner, just to go back there, we have got our faith with our feather, our craft, and we have got our corporate career. So your social work, and princess is also the crown that we have there. The princess crown is saying that you will have success, you will have happiness, you will have love, you will have abundance. You absolutely will have abundance with very few obstacles, very few problems, but your focus is not on you. So this is maybe an area that the self bubble, the self circle, is maybe an area that you need to focus on. It's maybe an area where you need to be putting a bit more attention, because you can see where your attention is. Your attention is on love, family, career, home, money, and social. We don't really want the focus on obstacles, but we don't have enough in the self box. So this is an area that is lacking. This is an area that doesn't have enough in it, and maybe we need to be working on that. So friends, what do we expect in 2021? It looks like a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of success, especially in the love department, especially at home, especially with your family. Career looks good. It looks good. It looks like we don't have too many challenges and obstacles there. So whatever it is that you're doing, you are being of service. You are healing and helping others. You're still trying to get your recipe right, keeping it simple, trusting and believing that it's all going to pan out. There is infinity with the money. In other words, there are no challenges and obstacles. It's going to flow because you've got the key and you've got the lock. You know how to operate it. And your challenges that you experience next year during 2021 are going to be unique, are going to be interesting, and are going to be quite different from anybody else. So friends, that is what to expect in 2021 for those of you who chose the Tibetan prayer wheel. I do hope it makes sense to you. I wish you and your family all the best for the holiday season. And like I said, I will every Monday still release tarot scopes, but pick a cards, FriYays will be on a break until the first week in Jan. So until we connect then, from my heart to yours, all the very best. And I so look forward to connecting with you again in 2021. Hello friends, and welcome to those of you who chose the chakra bead as the reading that has the message, the guidance, and the inspiration that you need, as well as the reading on what to expect in 2021. Oh my gosh. So friends, I have laid out a casting sheet here on the table in front of me, as you can see, and I've sort of put areas on, or things that I think are quite important and that we all need to be focusing on in 2021. And we are going to be using my gorgeous charms to do our readings today. And just in case you didn't watch the intro, this will be my last FriYay for the year. I will still be doing tarot scopes each Monday. But FriYay messages each Friday will be on holiday until the first week in Jan. So I return back to work, I think it's on the 4th of Jan. So on the 4th of Jan, that Monday, we will do Taroscopes, and that Friday, we will have our first FriYay Pick a something. Today, we're not working with cards, we're going to be working with charms. And I'm going to scatter as many charms as I possibly can. Obviously, I'm not going to drop the whole bowl because that'll just be crazy, but I am going to drop as many charms as I can onto the casting sheet, and then we're going to do the interpretation and to see what you need to expect or what you can expect for 2021. All right, so let's get straight into it and see what the universe has in store for you. I am now going to shuffle and scatter my charms. It is incredibly noisy, and if you are sensitive to noise, you're welcome to pause, not pause, what's the word I'm looking for? To mute the sound. There we go. I will get the right words eventually. You can mute the sound until you see that I have cast the charms, and once I have cast the charms, you can put your sound back on to carry on listening. So let's get straight into it. Let's get the noisy part out. So put your speaker onto mute if you want to, and let's cast some charms. Right. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we have. So there's quite a lot happening here. There are some charms that have fallen even out of screenshot, okay? So I did drop them, but they have fallen out. So the ones that are not on the paper, I am going to discard completely. So I'm going to remove them and add them back into the bowl. That one I am going to leave there, but I want to just see if I can pick it up and put it the way it's supposed to be. What else is there? So that's our charm. I'm going to just leave that one out the way because that's our bundle piece. And there is a charm over here, which is literally, it's only slightly on the paper, so I am going to discount it as well. Right, now let's get some order with the rest of them so that we can actually see what we have. So here we have an owl. We have a harp right over there. Here we have recycle, and we have a star. We have a little house. Over here, light. Let's have a look and see. Okay, so we have got yoga. We have got a rhino. I'm trying to make sure that they don't move from their places. We have got a ballerina over there. We have got scissors there. We have got a little car. Oh, that's exciting. I'm going to move the scissors up so that the horsey can fit. Put the mixer in the right place, and we have our crown. I think that's all of them. Right, so we can see clearly. Okay, so those of you who chose the chakra bead, let's get into what can you expect in 2021. So it's quite obvious. The focus is going to be career, money, and obviously then that leads into family, because that's where the bulk of the charms have fallen. We do have some around the social and 2 around the home and love. This bench that has fallen over there between the 2, I am going to connect it to the family and to the love, so I can actually bring it a little bit closer. Okay, again, I know it's not all that clear and you can't see all the pictures really clearly, but just bear with me, we will get through them. So in the love department, let's just go there for a second. Let's just have a look at the love department for a second. So we have got the owl. The owl is telling you that, you know what, we have to be wise about the love situation. It's obviously a long-term kind of relationship. There's a lot going on there, but it's something that you're very familiar with. It's something you're very comfortable with, and it's something that you have, I want to say, you've been down this road many, many, many times before with regards to that love, and you are quite wise with regards to. So whatever's going on in your love life, whatever's going on in your relationships, you've got it under control. You've got it taken care of. All is well. Okay, so there's no concern there for you. We do have the little bench here, and this little bench, it's what I call the little park bench, and it's sitting between the love and the family. And the park bench is basically saying, you know, sometimes we just have to stop. Whatever we're doing, just stop and enjoy time with our significant others. So in 2021, see what you can do about doing that, not just with your love partner, not just with the person you're in a relationship with, but with your family. Let's spend as much time outdoors, connecting with our friends and our family. The harp over here, the harp is not normally a very positive charm, because the harp talks about an ending. The harp talks about something coming to a close, okay? You know, we play the harp at those kind of moments, and we've got that between love and home. So I wonder if there's not going to be a loss in the home. I don't believe this is a death, so please don't panic. This is certainly not a death, but it's the loss of something. So we're either going to lose an object in the home, we're either going to move away from a family home, or there's some kind of loss that's happening that obviously impacts your heart and it impacts your home. So just be mindful of that in 2021. But it's not death as such, but it's certainly loss. Okay, so there's some kind of a loss that's going to happen that's going to impact on heartstrings and obviously impact on the home front as well. So let's come and have a look at the social little box that we've got down the bottom here. So social is obviously kept very close to home, and I say that because, well, the 2 out of the 3 charms we have for social are in the same circle as home, and the 3rd charm we have for social is a little house. Okay, it's a little birdhouse that we put up on the tree. So it's telling you that you keep your social very close to home. You're not an excessively social person who interacts with other people. You do like to keep it very close to home. I love this recycle symbol, okay? And again, I don't know if it's visible on camera, but it's got the recycle symbol on it, on that disc, and it's basically saying to you that you recycle your friends. So we may be circling between our friends and our acquaintances and our social. And then we also have the Star of David here, which is also about rebirth and cycling and going around in circles and just being honest and true with ourselves. But also it's saying to you with the star, it's telling you that there is hope, that there is hope for positive, that there is a lot that's happening, but it's about keeping the social close to home and about, again, spending time outdoors, because this is a little birdhouse that we normally put up in a tree, and then you've got the park bench over there as well. So with your social, as much as you do like to keep it close to home, let's also spend a bit of time outdoors as well. Healthy vitamin D outside will do you the world of good. All right, now let's get into this. Well, actually, before we do that, let's look at the obstacles. Let's look at the obstacles. So the first obstacle we have is a crown. So it's a king's crown. It's a huge, big, beautiful king's crown. And to me, when I see this king's crown here by obstacles, I'm going to put it down to ego. I'm going to put it down to your belief system about yourself. The obstacle that you're going to face is you think you're bigger and better than you are, or there's a situation, an obstacle around somebody who's going to think that they're bigger and better than others. So remember, this is what to expect in 2021. So there is going to be a situation, an obstacle that you're going to have to overcome regarding somebody's ego, whether it be your own or whether it be somebody else. But there's certainly going to be a situation around somebody's ego. Just wanted to see, the camera's not going to unfortunately focus on the crown, okay? But there's definitely a situation that you're going to face in 2021 to do with somebody's ego. And here we have the little mixing bowl, okay? So this is like your little food processor mixer, and it's in between the money and the obstacles. So that tells you that there may be a mix up with regards to money in 2021. And maybe that's where this authority figure, this ego, comes into play as well. That's very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Now, I want to focus on the money. It's interesting how family, we've got one that sort of was in family, but it was also bordering on money. We've got 2 others that were bordering on career, but were actually in this little mix between the money and the career. But otherwise, career is empty. Okay, I know we've got 4 that are in the career, but actually career itself is fairly empty. But everything we do is driven around the money. Even our family situations are all driven around the money. So money seems to be the central kind of energy here with regards to our career, our family, and everything else. It's also interesting to note that the self box is completely empty, not a single charm inside the self box. And basically what that's saying to you is 2021 is actually not going to be about you. 2021, whatever you do, whatever you're involved in, whatever your actions and activities are, it's going to be more around raising money, earning money, making money, become stronger in money, keeping our social simple, keeping home simple, family simple, obstacles, yeah, mix up around some kind of authority figure, but everything seems to be focused around career and money. The only charm that was square in the money, I say square and it's a circle, forgive me, but the only charm that didn't share a border with another block was this one with the little car. So for you that chose this bundle or chose this chakra charm reading as your forecast for 2021, I think it's a clear indication that there's a new car coming. There is a new car coming for you in 2021. That's exciting. That's very, very exciting. All right. So let's look at the career and the money. We have scissors. What are scissors used for? Scissors are used for cutting, for separating, for removing, for taking out, for all of those kind of things. We also have a horse and a horse rider over here, okay, which is telling, and you can see that it's running, you can see that it's leaping, it's jumping. So it's telling you that this whatever we have to cut out of our career with regards to finances is going to happen quite quickly. Snip, snip, done. We have another horse. We have got two horses that have come through, and I actually didn't notice that before. So we've got two horses that have come through, and it's interesting, both horses are facing in that direction. So both horses are running because they're both leaping and running. They're running towards family, towards home, and towards love. So everything that we're doing is going to happen quite quickly for you in 2021. Whatever you're doing career-wise, whatever how it impacts on your money, we are in control because we're riding the horse. There's that horse as well. Wild horses running free. So you are running free and you're running towards home, family, and love. So I wonder if this isn't saying that maybe you're going to take your career home. If instead of working for a institution or working for a corporation, I wonder if this isn't saying to you that we're going to cut away from corporate and we're going home and we're moving quite quickly. The little ballerina that we have, so she's about delicate, she's about precision, she's about balance, she's about being so perfect in everything that she does. You know, she does not settle for mediocre, she does not settle for half-hearted efforts. She is as little as she is, as powerful. She is incredibly strong, incredibly powerful, incredibly delicate, but also she knows exactly what's expected of her, when it's expected of her, and how. So she is ready to perform all the time. She puts so much effort into her performance to make sure that she doesn't ever fail. And maybe that's what we need to do. And it's interesting how she falls in between the two horses. So as much as we are cutting free, making some changes, moving towards home, family, and love, we need to make sure that we are always performing at our best. Don't ever let your guard down. Don't ever stop. You need to just keep going, keep going, keep going, and never stop performing at your best. The rhino that we have here. So rhinos are quite short-sighted, are they not? Rhinos are, they are an endangered species. They are, here in South Africa, in Africa, they're quite prominent. But the rhinos are very short-sighted, and they generally operate or generally respond to sounds, smells, and things that they can see on a short. Their sense of smell is apparently quite strong, but they are quite short-sighted. So please don't be so short-sighted with your career in 2021. As much as you want to jump ahead, as much as you want to get on your horses and go, cut away, you need to just make sure, sorry, I bumped the need to make sure that you're not being too short-sighted with the decisions and the actions that you are taking with regards to your career. Okay, and then finally, here in the money box, connecting to the family box, here we have somebody doing a lotus position, meditation, calmness, centeredness, groundedness, connecting with the self. Okay, those are things that are important, especially when it comes to the money and the family. It's about finding that balance, finding that equilibrium between the money that we have and our family circumstances and situations. Recognize that you have a lot of ambition. There's a lot of things that you're wanting to do. There's a lot of activity here, but you have to stay sharp. You have to, oh, by the way, these are the scissors. I was saying stay sharp with regards to the ballerina, but then I suddenly realized stay sharp with regards to the scissors as well. And cut out the nonsense. Stay dedicated, stay on track, stay on purpose, keep running in the direction you need to run. Don't be so short-sighted, but always focus on spending enough time with the family. Downtime, groundedness, centeredness, heart space with the family. That is absolutely, absolutely so important. So friends, for those of you who chose this charm, who chose the chakra charm as the reading for you for what to expect in 2021. That is very exciting. That is very interesting. Besides for this little loss that we have here, something to do with the heart and home, besides for that, there's nothing else to worry about. And the short-sightedness. Don't be short-sighted. Don't over worry about that too much. Just let it happen. But generally speaking, 2021 looks like it's going to be quite fabulous for you. Definitely a new car. There could be a mix up with regards to ego. There could be a mix up with regards to an authority figure, but you are definitely wanting to cut away from the career that you're in and move yourself more to a home situation. But you do need to make sure that you're focusing on family, and keeping your social close to home is a good idea for you. All right, so with love and blessings from my heart to yours, have an amazing festive season for those of you who celebrate. And like I said, I will be back each Monday with Taroscopes through to the end of the year, but otherwise pick a card or pick a something. We'll only be back in January. Thank you so much for all your love and support over the past year. I have absolutely loved the journey that we have been on. I do have some exciting changes coming through for you guys in the new year, so look forward to that. But until we connect again, from my heart to yours, with love and blessings, take care. Hello and welcome to those of you who chose the Evil Eye as the bundle, the group, the reading that has everything that you need to hear today with regards to what to expect in 2021. Welcome, welcome. So I'm going to move this little charm out of the way just so that it doesn't interfere and roll all over the place. Let's see if I can leave it there and if it'll be okay. So today, this is our last pick a card, our FriYay, our last FriYay for 2020. So I thought we had to do something special. We had to do something different, and I know how you guys all love my charms. So I decided that today we're going to work with charms. So what I've done is I have created a casting sheet, and on this casting sheet I have put down all the things that I think are important and relevant for us to focus on to see what we can expect coming up in 2021. And yeah, I'm going to scatter quite a few charms, as many as I can, without dropping the whole lot, because that would just be ridiculous. So I'm going to scatter a few charms on the casting sheet, and let's see where they land, and let's see what you have in store for you in 2021. All right, so I am going to shuffle the charms. It is quite noisy, and I know quite a few of you are sensitive to loud sounds. So my advice is at this stage to pause. No, I keep saying pause. It's not pause, it's mute. Mute the sound until you see that I have finished casting the charms, and then you can put your sound back on to carry on with us again. So if you want to mute the sound, do so now. I'm going to shuffle the charms. All right, charms casted. We have cast them, right? So there are some charms that have landed outside of camera view and off the paper. I am not going to read them. I'm not going to take them. I am only reading those that fall on the paper. So let's get some kind of order in them first. Let's just put those away that I can reach, and I want to just make sure that we can see all the charms that we need to and keep them in their right places. But I want to just make sure that we can see them all. I like to turn them all the right way up. That one, I'm not going to take it away. That one's there. Right, you're staying right there. You're staying right there. And what do we have there? Okay. And here. All right. So not so many charms. I thought I was grabbing a nice handful to to cast onto our sheet, but it turns out not so many. So this one's quite big enough. There we go. That's a good place to put it. I don't want to block the word, and it's quite a big charm. All right. So the first thing we always do when we look at a charm cast is we look to see where all the charms have landed. And what's very interesting is there seems to be quite an even mix. Love has got 3, home has got 3, money has got 3, career has got 3-ish. Obstacles 1, self 1, and social 1, and family 1. So as I said to you, quite an even mix, which is interesting and quite nice to have. But let's get straight into it and see. I want to just see, oh, how interesting is that? I want to bring that one closer without knocking all the others. So this is a Chinese lucky coin, and there's actually 2 of them, and they both came out together, although that one was falling off the table. We have a owl at the top here as well. We have a horse, and we have a crown that have appeared there. But I'm going to leave them there because they haven't fitted into any of the circles, so we're not going to take them into consideration. So with regards to the love life, what can you expect in 2021? What's going to happen for you in 2021 that you need to know about, that you need to be mindful of, that you need to be aware of? So within our love department, we have got a seahorse. Seahorses, they do things a little bit differently. They don't follow traditional society norms. You know, it's the man who carries the babies, it's the man who gives birth, or the masculine that does all of that, and not the feminine. So it's, to me, when I look at it, it's basically saying that your relationship may be different to society's expectations and society's norms. Your relationship is a little bit different from everybody else's, but there is a lot of happiness there, because here we have the sun. Okay, that is my little charm for the sun, and it is between the love and the home, and it's also very close to the family. So there's a lot of happiness, even though things are not traditional within your home, even though things are not always the same as society would expect. There's a lot of happiness, and your home, your love life, is actually the place where you feel grounded, where you feel centered, where you feel safe, and where you feel secure, because there we have these the charm that for me deals with meditation, deals with contemplation and groundedness and centeredness. So your love life is very secure. Your love life is actually quite stable. And if you're not in a relationship right now when you've chosen this particular reading, just know that something is definitely going to happen, but you have to be still, you have to be quiet, and you have to look out for the unexpected. Expect the unexpected, expect the not norm, and know that happiness and sunshine is definitely going to be there for you. With regards to the home front, okay, so the only charm that we have that fits directly into home, that doesn't have a double or an overlap, is the leaf. And the leaf, for me, talks about simplicity. It talks about the veins. It talks about how we carry the energy through all things. So your home is your central point. Your home is your happy place. Your home is the place where you are responsible, or you feed energy to other people, to everybody else in the household. Connected to home, but bordering on self, we have the mixing pot. Okay, so this is an electric mixer. So we have got that between the home and the self, which is basically saying to you that, you know what, you are the veins. That's what I'm getting from the leaf. You are the veins. You are the one that nurtures and feeds positive energy into everybody. And it's a case of, you know, the mix. You know exactly how much of what energy you need to put into the mixer to provide happiness to the home. So you're very much in control. There's also a little car that's come through between the home and the self. So maybe there's a situation, a new car coming into the home in 2021, or it may be, because we've got the mixer there as well, maybe there's a shared car situation for you in 2021, but there's definitely shared vehicle. Mixer is about putting the right amount of ingredients in, or this could even indicate a problem with putting something into a car in 2021. That's very interesting. We're going to see how that unfolds for you, and you're going to come back and you're going to let me know. But there's a situation with mixing with a car between you and your home in 2021. I want to now look at the social box, and in the social box we have this beautiful coat hanger, and basically what that's saying is your social circle, your social life is very much revolved around dress code, okay? Very much about being appropriate, dressing appropriately for this situation. So your social, if you are a sports person, that means that we wear a sports uniform. So it is clothing specific, if I can put it that, and that is where your social is going to come from in 2021. If your social is mostly work colleagues and you wear a uniform at work, that's what this will be saying to you. So your social is clothing specific. All right. So you interact with people where we all have to wear the same clothing. That's what it's telling you in 2021. And let's go up to family here. So this was very interesting. The only charm that falls into the family circle is this Chinese luck coin, if I can call it that. And it's interesting how there was a second one that came through. And I think basically what it's telling you is that you have a very traditional family, because Chinese coins are traditional. You have a very traditional family. And I'm also going to call it, and this is a positive, I don't mean this in a negative sense at all, but a very simple and traditional family dynamic. Okay, there's nothing complicated. There's no nonsense. There's no kind of issues in the family at all. It's all about happiness. It's all about simple joy, simple understanding. And I also want to say that your family's got a very strong, or will have in 2021, a very strong concept of what's right and wrong. Okay, it either is or it isn't. It's right or wrong. It's on or off. It's quite black and white, if I can put it that way, which is lovely. Career-wise, let's go and have a look at what's happening in career. So the only charm we have that falls into career is the rhino. Rhino, he is short-sighted. He's strong. He's stocky. He's quite confident in himself, but he is quite short-sighted. He doesn't always see things far off. He only sees things when they are quite close to him. So that's also saying to you, and he responds quite quickly too. So career-wise for you, things are looking okay, but you'll only see change or opportunities when it's right there in front of you. You're not going to see it way off. It's only going to see it when it comes close to you. And then with regards to money, we have got 3 charms that fall in money, but it's very interesting how none of them are square in the money. They're all sharing borders with other obstacles, or sorry, with other circles. For example, I'm going to look at this one here. So here we have, what is it called? A poker something or other. And that's now circling between money, self, and obstacles. So I am going to say to you, you need to be careful in 2021 about gambling. The reason why I'm saying careful is because it's touching on obstacles. If it was only in money and self, if it was sitting there, I would say please absolutely go and gamble and go and make some investments. But because it's bordering on the 3, money, self, and obstacles, I am going to tell you to be careful. Be careful of gambling. Be careful of giving money away and taking bets on things, because it may not always pan out for you. Okay. Going back to money, we have this infinity symbol here, which is between career, money, and obstacles. It's only ever so slightly in obstacles. It is mostly in the money, but it is touching over here. So it's telling you that whatever the situation is with regards to the finances, the career, and the obstacles, and bringing that in as well, it's something that's been ongoing. It's something that's been ongoing for quite some time. It's not a new problem. It's not a new situation. It's like a repeat cycle of the challenge between career, money, and obstacles. And the crown that we have next to it, it's actually like a jester's hat more than a crown. It is telling you, and I'm reading it that way because we've got the peacock here, and it's basically saying to you, don't let your ego get in the way between your career and your obstacles and your money. Okay, you need to make sure that you are not imagining things that aren't there. You've got to make sure that you are seeing things for what they are, even though you are a little bit short-sighted with the rhino, but you need to make sure that you are taking things seriously. Don't take things too light-hearted, okay? This is an ongoing situation. And the challenge that we have, the obstacle that we have here with the peacock is basically ego. It's showing off. It's showing off our feathers, letting everybody see how big and beautiful we are. And you need to be careful of that. You need to be careful about showing off. You need to be careful going into 2021, what to expect in 2021. Just watch your actions. Just watch your big shows and your big displays, and make sure that they are relevant and not foolish. Okay, I am unfortunately going to say that. Then the last one, and I've actually kept it for last on purpose, under the self block. Here we have, I keep saying block in their circles. We have the compass, and it's quite a big compass. And what I absolutely love about that in the self is saying that you are doing everything that you need to, everything that you can to bring yourself back to true north, to bring yourself back to center, to bring yourself, to get yourself on track. Okay. And that is absolutely awesome. Everything that you're doing is focused around you, focused around yourself, and focused around finding your true center and your true north, and recognizing where you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be, and how you're going to get there. So it's about navigating yourself. So I'm very excited about that, which means that this peacock we have as an obstacle, it's a small challenge. It's a small obstacle. It's not going to be a big thing, but you just need to, during 2021, just keep reminding yourself to not get too flashy and too extravagant with your shows. Okay, so if you do come into some money, don't show it too much. If you do come into some love and affection and some positive, if something good happens at work, don't be too showy about it. You need to keep everything back a little bit and focus more on finding your true self. And it's interesting with this compass that we have here by the self, it points me to my meditation, to my yoga person there with the love department. And it's saying, you know what, love self. Find love within self, find your purpose and your direction within yourself, and know that everything else will figure itself out when it needs to. The only worries that I have is this peacock and the poker cards that we have over there. Those are your potential obstacles, but if you can keep those in check, everything else is going to actually work out fabulously. So I have no areas of concern for you here. There's nothing to be outwardly worried about. It looks like 2021 is going to be quite good for you. I'm wishing you every success in 2021. May it be easy, simple, and uncomplicated like we have here in your family block. May that apply to all areas, to everything else in your life. And friends, thank you so much for your love and support over 2020. I have so enjoyed our connections. I have so enjoyed reading for every single one of you and just guiding you on your journey. I do thank you for all your love and support over the year. It's been absolutely amazing. And yeah, picker cards or picker FriYays will not be taking place for the rest of the year. This is my last one, but your taroscopes will be back every Monday. So there will be taroscopes every Monday to keep you focused and to keep you going. And then 4th of Jan, I will be back with normal program of events, but there are going to be some interesting changes, so look forward to those. In the meantime, from my heart to yours, have an amazing festive season for those of you who do celebrate. Sending you lots and lots and lots of love and blessings from my heart to yours. Until we connect again, you take care.